We spend so much of our time looking up at the stars, searching for the next great frontier. But what if the most alien world, the one filled with the biggest, most mind-bending questions, is right here on our own planet? Today, we're going to do just that. We're taking a dive, a deep one, into the abyss to explore the mysteries that, honestly, science still can't explain. And just to set the stage, get a load of this number, 95%. That's how much of our planet's oceans are still completely, totally unexplored. We're not talking about a few uncharted corners here. We're talking about the vast majority of the living space on Earth, a realm of crushing pressure and absolute darkness that we've barely even dipped our toes into. And this quote just nails it, right? The deep sea isn't just more water, it's a completely different reality. So let's start our descent into this alien world. And we'll begin with the strange things it seems to be trying to tell us. As we get deeper, the first thing to go is the light, but what replaces it is a world of pure sound. And for decades now, our hydrophones, basically underwater microphones, have been picking up these signals from the seafloor that are just, well, they're as baffling as they are constant. And that really is the question, isn't it? What is speaking in the deep? Because these aren't just the random groans of geology. Some of these sounds are structured, they're seasonal, they travel across entire oceans. It's almost like listening to a language we just have no way of translating. And believe it or not, these sounds, they have their own personalities. You've got Upsweep, which repeats every season like clockwork. Then there was Julia, this single, incredibly powerful moan that was heard all the way across the Pacific. And Slowdown, a noise that sounds like it's coming from something absolutely enormous, and it's been slowing down for decades. Now look, we can explain some noises, icebergs calving, underwater volcanoes, but these remain total acoustic mysteries. Okay, so let's descend past that realm of mysterious sound. We're arriving now at the seafloor itself, the abyssal plains. And down here at the ground, the very geology, it just starts to get weird and defy explanation. So check these out. They're called manganese nodules. They're basically these little metallic balls that form around a tiny piece of something, like a shark tooth. But here's the insane part. They grow at a rate of just a few millimeters every million years. So how, in the chaotic, shifting environment of the deep sea, does something grow that slowly into an almost perfect sphere? The physics and the chemistry just don't quite add up. It's a real head-scratcher. And then there's this. Scientists, using their deep-sea rovers, have found these perfectly straight, evenly spaced holes punched into the mud. I mean, they look completely artificial, right? Like someone went down there and just poked the seafloor. But they're over 2.5 kilometers deep. No animal we know of, no geological process we can think of, explains this incredible regularity. It is a genuine geometrical puzzle hiding in the dark. And just as strange, you've got brine pools. And yes, you heard that right. These are actual lakes on the ocean floor. They have their own shorelines, their own waves. They're so incredibly salty and dense that they don't mix with the seawater around them. They're totally toxic to almost all sea life, and yet, right on their shores, unique ecosystems of microbes are thriving, living off a kind of chemistry that feels completely alien. Which, brings us to the deepest mystery of all, life itself. Because down in the abyss, organisms don't just find a way to survive. They thrive in ways that completely rewrite the fundamental rules of biology we thought we knew. So we're all taught that life on Earth starts with the sun, right? Photosynthesis. But down here, around these hydrothermal vents, we find a completely separate system. Life here is powered by the Earth's own internal heat through a process called chemosynthesis. We're talking about entire ecosystems, giant tube worms, bizarre crabs, that would keep on living even if the sun vanished tomorrow. They are 100% independent. But here's the real puzzle. These vents, they're not permanent. They can appear and disappear in just a few decades. And yet, when a brand new vent opens up, maybe hundreds of kilometers away in the pitch black, life finds it and colonizes it almost immediately. How? How do these tiny creatures navigate a vast, featureless, dark ocean to find one tiny oasis of heat and chemicals? We simply have no idea. And the weirdness goes even deeper. I mean, literally. Kilometers beneath the seafloor itself, scientists have discovered what they've nicknamed zombie bacteria. These microbes are living so slowly, their metabolic rate is so low, they might only divide once every 1,000 years. They really challenge our definition of what it even means to be alive, just surviving on basically no energy in this suspended state for millions of years. So we've heard the whispers. We've seen life that shouldn't exist. But what if there's something else down there? Something bigger? Now, we're getting into the realm of speculative biology, for sure, but it's grounded in some very real and pretty unsettling evidence. We might not have a body, but we've found what look like the victims. Every now and then, the bodies of whales, even giant squid, are found with these incredible scars, marks that tell a story of a fight with something absolutely massive and totally unknown. The evidence is it's so tantalizing. You have sperm whales with scars from suction cups that are way larger than any known giant squid. Military sonar occasionally pings these massive biological targets that move in ways that just can't be explained. And hey, let's not forget, we only officially discovered the colossal squid, a creature straight out of a nightmare, about 2 decades ago. What else is still down there hiding? And then there are these sightings, these enormous gelatinous blobs, sometimes called marine snow. Some of them are several meters across, and they have these complex, symmetrical patterns inside. They don't match any known organism. So what are they? A new, super fragile life form that just falls apart when we try to capture it? Or maybe the remains of something even bigger? Which really leaves us with this final thought. From strange voices in the dark to life that just breaks all the rules to these incredible hints of undiscovered giants, the deep ocean holds mysteries that honestly rival anything we could ever hope to find in the stars. It's a powerful reminder that maybe, just maybe, the greatest frontier for discovery isn't out there, but right here, just under the waves.